students. Today I have selected a topic for my lecture is Introduction to Literature with a special reference to course included in intermediate as well as in degree classes. As we all know that literature is very vast, but here we will discuss about some important forms. Firstly, objectives. After watching the video, students will be able to learn about literature, poetry and its kinds, drama in its kinds, prose, novel in its kinds. First of all, about the definition of literature. Actually, literature is an artistic expression of thoughts which reflect with feelings and imaginations. So, we can express our ideas in front of others, sometimes in the form of poetry, in the form of drama, in the form of novel, and also in the form of prose. So, we can say that these are the major forms of literature. Now, poetry. The meaning of poetry is harmonious creation of imagination. A simple definition of poetry is poetry is an interpretation of life through the imagination and feelings with the help of words. The father of English poetry is Geoffrey Chaucer. His masterpiece poem is Canterbury Tales. There are so many definitions in English literature regarding poetry, but here we are quoted some important definitions. Just like William Wordsworth says about poetry. Poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. And other poet, P.B. Shelley, says about poetry, poetry is a record of best and happiest moments of best and happiest mind. Now, kinds of poetry. There are two kinds of poetry, personal or subjective poetry and impersonal or objective poetry. In personal poetry, poet goes down himself and he finds his inspirations and subjects in his own feelings and imaginations. A special word applied for the personal poetry is lyrical, which means appropriate for singing. In impersonal poetry, poet goes out of himself and he finds his inspirations and subjects in outer world or actions. A special word used for the impersonal poetry is narrative, which means a representation of an event or story. Personal poetry further subdivided into many other forms. So, there are four kinds of personal poetry. Firstly, lyric, sonnet, ode, and elegy. Lyric. Lyric poetry is a formal type of poetry which expresses personal emotions or feelings. Typically spoken in the first person, the term derives from an ancient Greek literature, the lyric, which was defined by its musical accompaniment, usually on a string instrument known as lyre. For example, Under the Greenwood Tree by William Shakespeare, which is included in the first year course. And now, sonnet. Sonnet is a poem which consists of 14 lines. The first 8 lines are called octave and the remaining 6 lines are called sisted. Sonnets are of two kinds, Shakespearean sonnets and Petrarchan sonnet. For example, sonnet composed upon Westminster Bridge by William Wordsworth. This poem is also included in first year course. And now, elegy. An elegy is a sad poem usually written to praise and express sorrow for someone who is dead. It is a poem dealing with things long past of loss, of death and sad things. For example, Elegy written in a country churchyard by Thomas Gray. This poem is included in Intercourse. And now, Ode. An ode is a lyric poem, usually written in a formal, heightened style and usually with a dignified theme. Its purpose is to praise or glorify. And it is also a direct address of the poet to any object of nature. The best example of the ode is Ode to Nightingale by John Keats. It is included in BSc course. Now the kinds of impersonal poetry. There are four kinds of impersonal poetry: ballad, epic, metrical romance and idyll. Ballad. Ballad is a poem or song narrating a story in short stanzas, usually set on music. The word ballad is of French provenance. It is a type of poetry and verse which was basically used in dance songs in ancient France. Later on, during the late 16th and 17th century, it spread over the majority of European nations. For example, Lucy Gray by William Wordsworth. It is included in first year English course. In other words, we can also say that ballad is a short story in verse. And now, the epic. It is a long poem, typically one derived from ancient oral tradition, narrating the deeds and adventures of heroic or legendary figures or the past history of a nation. The word epic is derived from the ancient Greek adjective epikos, which means a poetic story. The best example of epic is the Prelude by William Wordsworth. In other words, we can say that epic is a long story in verse, as the ballad is a short story in verse and epic is a long story in verse. And now, metrical romance. The metrical romance is a kind of poetry dealing with the emotions or phase of life, and the story is told in a simple, straightforward and realistic manner. It is a happy ending whether love is involved or not. The Normans were the first brought this metrical romance into England, and it became so popular, so it expressed the romantic spirit of the time. For example, the Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Coleridge. The idyll. An idyll is taken from Greek word idyllion, meaning little picture. It is a short poem descriptive of rustic or rural character in which something of the element of landscape is depicted or suggested. For example, The Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth. This poem is included in Intercourse. Now come to the second form of literature. It is drama. A drama is a type of literature that is written for the purpose of being performed in front of audience. This type of writing is written in the form of a script, and the story is told through the lines of character played by the actors. There are three main kinds of dramas: comedy, tragedy and melodrama. Firstly, comedy. A comedy is a type of drama that is written to be entertaining or amusing for the audience. For example, As You Like It by William Shakespeare. Tragedy. A tragedy is a type of drama that can be described as serious in nature and often includes a catastrophic ending. For example, Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare. Melodrama. A melodrama is a type of drama which is characterized by sensational incidents. There are a lot of exciting or sad events in which people's emotions are very exaggerated, but with happy ending. For example, The Count's Revenge by J.H. Vash. It is included in first year English course. The Progress by St. John Jervine. It is also included in first year English course. 20 Minutes with Mrs. O'Kentum by Frank Gardner. It is included in Inter English course. Prose. Prose is ordinary language that follows regular grammatical conventions and does not contain a formal metrical structure. This definition of prose is an example of prose writing. As most human conversation, textbooks, lectures, novels, short stories, fairy tales, newspaper articles and essays. These are all the kinds of prose. So, there are four types of prose in literature. Firstly, fictional prose, non-fictional prose, heroic prose and poetry prose. And finally, novel. A novel is a piece of long narrative in literary prose. Narrative prose is neat to entertain and tell a story. It is a description of a chain of events, which includes a cast of characters and an ending. Actually, novel is derived from Italian word novella, which means something new. The novel originated in the early 18th century. Novel, an invented prose that deals imaginatively with human experience, usually through a connected sequence of events involving a group of persons in a specific settings. There are so many kinds of novels, but here we mention some important kinds. First one is historical novel, picaresque novel, epistolary novel, Bildungsroman novel, Gothic novel, autobiographical novel and satirical novel. The novel included in intermediate course is The Prisoner of Zenda by Anthony Hope, and the novel included in the degree classes is The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. So dear students, hope you enjoyed learning about the literature and its major forms. Thanks for watching.